What's happening, y'all? Welcome back again to another video, and today we have a new leak concerning the iPhone SE 4. Now this article that we're going to cover was taken from WCCF Tech, and the title says iPhone SE 4 to take design cues from the iPhone 16, expected to feature the same back cover process but with a single camera lens. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the article. It says Apple is slated to launch the iPhone 16 lineup later this year, potentially in September, but as the company typically holds its big event in the fall during that same time. However, the company also has its budget SE in the works, which will be the fourth iteration of the device. It is expected to come with some pretty major changes revolving around the design and set of features. A new rumor claims that the iPhone SE 4 will feature a back cover process similar to the iPhone 16, so much so that the design will be indistinguishable. Goes on to say iPhone SE 4 to look identical to the iPhone 16, especially from the back, as both will use the same back cover process. Prior reports and rumors have suggested that the iPhone SE 4 will look identical to the iPhone 14, and while the general design and form factor will be the same, the camera layout could be different. This is because the SE 4 is expected to come with a single camera setup instead of the dual lens on the iPhone 14 or the iPhone 16. According to Fixed Focus Digital on Webull, the iPhone SE 4 will come with the same back cover process as the iPhone 16. And it says, note that this is not the first time that news related to the subject has come up, as the device was previously reported to look like the iPhone 14, which is more or less the same as the iPhone 16. The back cover process for the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 15 has remained the same, so we might see the same process used in the iPhone 16 lineup. By this comparison, the iPhone SE as well. So we're gonna stop right there for a minute and let's talk about that. Now if we look right here, this is the iPhone SE from 2022. This is the one that's been out for like the last 2 years, and as we can see, it has that old school design with the Touch ID and the home button all in one, big bezels, just a front facing camera right here, a single lens on the back. And this design language was taken from, as we see right here, the iPhone 8. See, with the big bezels. I believe this one came out in 2017. So yeah, this is definitely the old school design. And this is the design that the SE was heavily inspired from. But now, as we just read in the article, the new iPhone SE 4 is going to look just like the iPhone 14. And as we see right here, this is from GSM Arena. Shout out to them. They gave us some cat leaks, and we can see a huge design language. As we see, we have an all-screen device now. No more Touch ID and a home button. We'll get to that in a minute, but as we can see, we also have a notch, which is said to be smaller than the one that Apple has been using for years. If we look at the back, now the article really brought this out, that the back process is going to be the same as the iPhone 16. So the camera layout is expected to be just like this, as we see, but we only going to get a single camera lens, which actually from the cat leak looks to be a bigger sensor compared to the one that's out now. That's a smaller one, and now we have this bigger one, so expect a huge camera upgrade as well. Now we look right here, this is the iPhone 14, just the regular one, not the Plus, but the regular one. And this one has that dual lens. I wouldn't be surprised if, like the article says, it's not gonna have a dual lens, it's gonna have a single lens. So I wouldn't be surprised if it had the same camera hardware as the iPhone 14, or even iPhone 15 from last year. But as we can see, the SE 4 is going to take huge design languages from the iPhone 14, which, if you have the iPhone SE, the current one from 2022, you can expect a huge upgrade. So if you're looking to upgrade sometime in March of next year, then this might be, and you on a budget, this looks like a pretty good upgrade to consider. And if we go back to the article, we're going to talk about some more features that it's going to come with. And it says, the iPhone SE4 is expected to be a major upgrade from its predecessor, as it finally forgoes the age-old design with Touch ID and the home button. The giant forehead and chin of the device will also see a major bump up to an all-screen design, which is comparatively more modern and practical. The Touch ID will be replaced with Face ID. So let's stop right there for a minute. If we go back to the picture, yup, I believe this is going to be the front camera, and we have the Face ID sensors right here. Now, I know some people like Touch ID. From my experience, Face ID isn't too bad. It's actually real responsive. I don't have to worry about touching the screen. I can just look at the device, and it just unlocks for me. So that's definitely another upgrade we can expect. Going back to the paragraph, we can also expect to see a smaller notch, as you just see in the picture. Is that we can expect that the company will use a smaller notch compared to the bigger one, like on the iPhone X or some of its other models. Some other upgrades we can expect down here. The LCD display will be replaced with an OLED panel, and it's still unclear how the company aims to reduce the cost of the device if it still wants the device to be budget friendly. Other than this, we are also expecting a USB Type-C instead of Lightning, which will keep up with the modern accessories. And lastly, an upgraded chip, possibly the A17 Pro or the A18 Pro, which will allow the device to last for many years to come. Apple is expected to launch the device in the spring of 2025, which means that the iPhone SE4 could take design cues from the iPhone 16 lineup, including the back process. And yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about some of these changes that's coming to the iPhone SE. Me personally, I believe that these are some necessary upgrades. Even if the device becomes less budget friendly, I mean, we're going into 2025. There's no way we should still have LCD displays. I believe all devices now should be all OLED panels. We definitely need USB Type-C, because Apple has been bringing that lately. They brought it to the AirPods Pros recently. They got it on the iPhones now. So that's definitely a much needed upgrade. I mean, now for the chipset, now this is where they can cut down on some price a little bit. The A17 Pro, I believe, should be the chip that they use, especially if they want to keep it, like I said, budget friendly. Like, now the only disadvantage to this I can see is that if you're somebody who like a small, like the real small phone design, that might be a bummer, because as it is rumored to have a 6.1 inch display, so the device is going to get bigger. It's going to get a little bit bigger, as we can see here, compared to the one that's out. Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, and please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know down in the comment section how y'all feel about the SE4 upgrades. Yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.